Hi everyone. I've got my headphones in because I'm contending with some music downstairs. I'm currently staying in an apartment block. Oh, well, that's incredible. The music just stopped. It may start again, but I know that this was really important. Now, I've just done a read for the Masculine Collective. This has been chomping at my heels for the last few days, and I know I just needed to be grounded. And yesterday, I flew in a hot air balloon over the Mayan pyramids, and it was absolutely incredible. And I received something when I was up there. It was kind of like this essence of just let everything go, be exactly who you are, be be who you came here to be. When I was younger, I was so scared of tarot. Like the idea of telling future through cards, and now I knew I had to just get through that. And you relate it all back. You put the pieces together from what happened when you were a child. This was past life coming through. Being scared to speak our truth, being scared to even put it out there for the many times that we were killed for our gift. Something happened yesterday. I was basically in a position where it was connection. And as I walk, whenever I'm walking barefoot, I always ask the ancestors of the land if I am ready, if I'm truly ready to receive their knowledge, to receive their gifts, to receive any upgrades of my own gifts, then please bring them forth. And in return, I will go forward with my gifts, with their messages, with their voice to help people connect with their true ancestry roots. I am a pagan through and through. I had no idea about this. I used to say to people, "Oh yeah, I'm purely British." And then as I've gone through this journey, I've realized that, ironically, I kind of am because the original Britons were Welsh, and I have that in my bloodline. We know so much when we're younger, but the thing is, we just don't know how to translate that into any kind of truth. We just say potentially what we're hearing, or potentially, what we're brought up to believe, depending on our family conditioning, etc., etc. Anyway, I've done this reading for the masculine, and let me tell you, it's huge. Let me just show you. Yush, massive. Now, when I do a read, I very much ask how many times I need to tap the pack. I need to ask how I shuffle. Sometimes that's a full shuffle and the cards will come out. And there were 3 cards that came out on the first shuffle and the rest just came out. And I also made sure that all the cards were the right way up so that any cards that do need to come out the other way will always end up that way, whether it's this way or this way. And I do take reversals into consideration, especially when it is a reading for the collective. Personal readings, it's very much depending on the energy of that person. But when I am doing a reading for the masculine energy of the collective, this is about my mission of to bringing people within that balance. So as we know, the masculine energy is very much about taking action and basically creating a safe space for that feminine energy to be revealed and come through. And the message here is pretty strong. So there's a lot of swords and there's a lot of pentacles, which says to me, there's a lot of competition going on in the moment. You literally are in competition between your head and your heart. You know where you need to be. Your soul is guiding you to messages. Your soul is guiding you to repetitive conversations, is guiding you to social media pages. When you look at something and go, man, I wish that was me. Why can't it be with you? And this is your soul showing you that people less experienced than you are doing it. Why? Because they're just giving it a go. They're in their action phase right now, and they're actually thinking, well, whatever else, life is too short, I'm going to give it a go. And this is your soul guidance to show you this. Now, what I'm feeling is that there was a lot of passion projects that may have come up in the pandemic. Some that may have been, the seeds may have been planted, some that may have been nurtured and still being nurtured along the way. But there's a lot of people who have shelved those projects, and they've shelved them because maybe life got back in the way. Maybe the kids' sports started to come back in. Maybe work started to take you back to the office. All I'm hearing is when you had that downtime, not to distract yourself with everything in a paradigm kind of sense, that was your soul finally tuning in. And for me, I feel like that was one of the biggest reasons that the pandemic actually existed, was to awaken us to not have those distractions anymore, and to actually sit with ourselves and start picking up paintbrushes or guitars or remember what we used to do when we were a kid. And I do know now that when we used to do those things as a kid, that actually was our soul's abundance. Like, that was what made us happy. That's what lit us up. And so whilst the pandemic was tearing people apart and creating so much controversial and so many theories and all the rest of it, it was all part of the divine plan. And anyone who can see that now about to start to happen again, it's because those people who shelved those ideas, maybe some entrepreneurs, those ideas are here to make your lives incredible so that never again are you put in this position where you are working for the man. There are some of us out there who were born entrepreneurs, and yet we just don't believe in ourselves. There are some of us out there who are born spiritual healers, and we don't believe in ourselves. This is all about breaking down the broken system. This is about breaking down your broken system of self-belief, of raising the bar high and not being scared as to what's going to fall apart in the process. You see, that is the one thing. We're so scared of growing, even though we look at someone and we see the potential within them and we're like, man, why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? This is spirit giving you a mirror, saying you the same thing. If you look at people's photos and you're a photographer or you love photography and think, why can't you do that? You can. It is your inner voice. It is your logical brain that says to you, you cannot possibly fathom the life that could exist, the life that you have chosen for yourself. Once you remove all of this limiting belief and those glass ceilings from yourself. And the pandemic, it brought up so much within us. You know, it got us out in nature. It got us connecting again. And as everything has gone back to normal, some have gone and carried on their entrepreneurial spirit and are now doing exactly what they love to do and creating a new life for themselves. And some have gone back to exactly where they were. I'm here to tell you to wake up. Those that have gone back to exactly that broken paradigm, you are not happy right now. And it's time to face that within the mirror. Like, the swords coming in. There is shit keeping you up at night. This is keeping you up at night because you know more exists. This message is going out to anyone who knows that there is more to life, because this is your soul tuning in right now. And if you are finding this, and I don't want to be like every other tarot reader out there, because you know, it is becoming a bit of an interesting spiritual world that we live in right now. But if you are finding this, and this is a message that you need to hear, and maybe you get goosebumps, or maybe you start to feel some electricity through your body, then please listen to this. You are deserving of the most incredible life, and your soul is guiding you to give you this message right now. Let go of the fear of being seen. Let go of the fear that someone won't understand you, because I promise you there are people out there that will understand you. Yes, it's harsh when relationships break down. It really is. But if they're stopping you from living your dreams, then maybe this soul contract was just that, to help you remember exactly who you are, to help you stand up for yourself and be strong, to know exactly what your soul origin is. This reading is all about going towards something incredible. But first of all, you have to remove those limiting beliefs, like the swords. Like, we've got the page of swords here, like upside down, you know, like the page is the childish energy. It's telling you to go back to those times where you believed anything was impossible, right? You could be an astronaut. You put a freaking Kellogg's box on your head and all of a sudden you became a dinosaur. This is what Imagine does to you. What if it's not imagination? What if this is the universe showing whatever you want you can achieve? Now, okay, maybe you can't all of a sudden become a velociraptor. But what I'm saying is that when we go back to our inner child, when we remove those blockers from what stopped us from believing in ourselves, it's usually a big frigging trauma plug that sticks in there. And it creates this thing of, you know, oh, you want to be an actress? Go and wait tables for a living then, because you're more likely you're going to like earn money that way. Like, go and have an office job. Go and do this. Well, why can't you be the next sports person? Even at the age of 40, you don't know your divine plan. You don't know your soul plan until you finally connect with it. You know, in this job of spiritual healing, I've been guided to so many writers, so many photographers, and it has a double meaning. One, the universe is giving me that conversation that this is your destiny as a healer. And the other is also allowing them to explore, because when they see what I do and they love what I do, it opens up that conversation, that vessel of, well, tell me the last time that you wrote, you know, do you like poetry? Like, you just have this incredible moment with people who are ready, because this is their soul tuning into them. So if you are guided right now to adverts, as I said, social media or repetitive conversations, know this is the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever you're feeling right now, wherever you feel like you need to be, once you remove these swords, once you remove these limiting beliefs, these shadows, because this is what the swords are. There are shadows coming towards us. As you can see, this is the blackbirds, but then there's that spark of light here coming in. But this is what's keeping them up at night, are all these shadows of all this sense of, well, this is my lot in life, I can't be happy. I've done bad things in my life, so maybe this is my life now. Karma is an interesting one, because many times we have lived our life in fear of karma. But when you realize karma is exactly what you make of it, and when you can live karma in your heart and not in fear, it changes everything in your life. To know that if you are creating more karma, you can stop it. If you carry it on, then yes, that's going to create more karma. But also karma is created by us not achieving what we come here to do, right? Whether you believe in reincarnation, whether you believe that the ancestors are coming in, it doesn't really matter. What is important here is that you can heal your limiting belief. You can heal your shadows. You can pay thousands of dollars to have many different people teach you how to manifest, but you already have the knowledge. This is saying just listen and trust what you're hearing. This reading is very much about the tower moment is coming, and you may be experiencing it right now, and especially with this full moon, this incredible harvest moon energy that's coming in. This tower moment is so integral to you right now. If you feel like things are falling away from you, if you feel like the feather brick truck is repetitively coming at you, it will keep coming, and it will get harder and harder and harder. And you know what? Tower moments are not scary. In fact, the first couple, you're like, holy crap, what is this? I'm crying nonstop. I'm purging. I've opened this vessel. Stop it, stop it, stop it. But no, warning. Once you open this valve, it is you, your human vessel, finally communicating with your soul to be one as complete and allowing whatever is keeping you stuck to come up. So let it crumble. Let it fall. Go and be who you're supposed to be. Yes, this is a feminine card and I'm dealing with the masculine energy, but isn't that the point? This is about balance. This is about speaking truth. This is about bringing the divine light into your crown. Some of you may be experiencing massive upgrades right now in your crown. High priestess, priest, whatever you want to call it, it's just a label. This is your feminine energy, your magic coming in. This is your ability to be a healed soul vessel. And maybe some of you are healers in your own right. You know what? I believe we all are. I believe that anyone that has chosen to come back in this particular lifetime, in this incredible moment that we're achieving in this world, is a healer. Whether it is a acupuncture, reflexologist, whether it's anything. You know what? How we heal people is living our best lives, because some of us have chosen literally that journey is to break free from all the shackles, live our best life, and help others do the same. Guys, that is not stereotypical healing. That is spiritual healing. That is soul healing, leading by example. And many of you, I'm talking to you right now, this is your soul path. This is your soul path. You are here to be a leader, to heal yourself, to enable yourself, to receive these tower moments, no matter how many you get, to have this incredible abundance that you, your soul, and God planned before you came here. You see, when you sit there and have your life review, you go through what you've done, you go through what you want to learn. And sometimes you'll come back straight away, sometimes you'll have a bit of education in another realm. But either way, when your soul is finally integrated within you and you're not up, like soul up here or off somewhere else, because when your soul knows you're not listening and it's gone, do you know what I mean? Like when people talk about being an empty vessel, it's because they feel so disconnected. And I've been there and I know the difference. And to know empty, you've known full. And whether it's in this lifetime or another, you have. And it's to find out what that full is for you, not anybody else. This read is about you completely, okay? This is about the lovers. Love yourself. This card, people interpret of a lover coming in. Well, maybe it is. But for me, in this reading, this is about it's time to love yourself. Find what lights you up. Because if we're always looking for external validation, maybe from a partner, maybe from a parent, maybe from a friend, this is because we are not strong enough within ourselves to actually say, you know what? You've got your opinion, I've got mine. I know my soul path. You know your soul path. Maybe you don't, but I am choosing to love myself with my decisions, with my energy, with everything, okay? So this is the card of significance right now, is love yourself. Whatever you have stopped doing since the pandemic in particular, that you started again, this is a spirit sign saying, get back on it, because actually this is going to bring you so much abundance, right? This is going to bring you incredible moments of peace, of spiritual connection. Again, it's just a label. Spiritual connection is about recognizing that you are out of balance. Out of balance from a spiritual connection and a human connection, and how you ground them both in, okay? And our lives just get so freaking busy, we forget to do this. And this is it. The masculine read, love yourself. Take action to love yourself, okay? I love this card. And it is coming up every single reading I do at the moment, the Fool, okay? It's a fool to dream, or is it? Or is it a fool to not dream and trust that those dreams are given to you for a reason, and that they're still in your heart after years and years and years? If you're stuck in a situation right now, looking at the clock, faking a headache to go to bed with your loved one, I don't know. I'm just pulling scenarios in our modern day world out of the hat. If you're finding yourself scrolling rather than being present with your people and your partner, this is because your soul is elsewhere, okay? Now, this card is all about leaning the fuck in. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself enough that life can be better for you? Do you trust that what you're hearing is a better life for you? Lean in. She's holding her wand. She's holding her spiritual protection because she knows she's divinely guided. This is the universe's confirmation of whatever you're thinking right now, whatever is going on in your heart with regards to a new business, a new relationship, a new venture, a new travel. Lean in, because it's divinely guided and the universe wants to catch you. The universe wants to show you the most incredible connection and magic that you could ever imagine. But for us to even believe this exists, for us to stop running up the staircase towards a light that actually maybe doesn't exist because we don't know what the true light is, because we don't know it within ourselves, for this to happen, we have to break down those barriers that stop us from believing. You know, all of the other cards, it basically, you know, you've got the Two of Wands here, which to me, if any of you are looking at traveling right now, you know, believe in it. Believe in it. I've said this before. Get enough money to stay for a couple of days. Get enough money for a flight. If you're an adventurous person, then just let the universe take care of the rest. That's all that matters. A lot of us in the 144 collective, we're not supposed to just settle in one place. We're supposed to basically go out there and meet. Your name is being spoken about in rooms all over the world, in people's dreams all over the world, and you will never know the abundance that is there for you until you get out of your head and actually accept that. So yeah, if you've got itchy feet right now, could mean another thing in the witch world, but if you've got itchy feet right now, then it is your soul telling you that it is time to move on. Because once again, once you form this connection with your soul and the spirits of the land and the energy of the universe will literally make you feel so uncomfortable that if you don't move, you will get your truck upon truck upon truck. And this, again, is just confirmation. We've got the crown upgrades coming. We've got the third eye coming. The question is, are you going to let it come in? No one else can answer that but you. No one. And you can't really answer that until you start doing things you love. You see, when you do things you love, your soul is present. When you do things that you're here to do, your soul is present. And it's like this incredible vessel just opens within you. And all of a sudden, those things that you've been packing down because you don't want to think about become so freaking loud. You know, this is And people say to me, I don't know how to do meditation. It's like, no one knows how to do meditation. You just have to start. You know, you can read every book there is about anything you have as a modality. But the end result is what do you think? When we outsource everything in our life, it is because we're not trusting that we have lived these lives many, many times and bring this knowledge back to actually believe in ourselves this time round. So yeah, the message here is really, really clear. And some of you, if you are looking for your twin flame, divine counterpart, label, whatever it is, if this is you, know this is partnerships. But it may not mean romantic partnerships. It may very much mean business partnerships. You are the co-creator. If you've got an incredible idea and you don't think anyone's going to resonate with you in your country, maybe that's the reason why you're being pulled to go to another country. Because maybe someone else has also got the most incredible idea, and the two of you together could just create complete magic. And speaking of magic, pretty sure it came through. Give me a second. There is a lot of cards here. This one is all about magic. Okay? This is confirmation. Once again, guidance, whatever is in your heart right now, guys. Whatever. The balance of the feminine and the masculine energies is needed for you to even remotely believe that it's existing. You want a partner that wants to ride into the sunset on a Harley Davidson and travel the world with just a backpack? Then I'm sorry, guys. You got to get out of your fear zone and learn how to ride a bike. You want a partner who is going to help protect you while you walk through the darkest streets of the world trying to tell the truth of stories? Then you need to create that ability for someone to come in. Become the person that you're trying to attract. And this is also the same within business. You want to work with someone or align with friends with the same values, then you have to stand in your power to become that person. Because the times are gone for wishy-washy, okay? There's a huge freaking separation happening right now. The weather, the climate, the news. I see people wearing masks again. Wake up. Wake up. You choose which timeline you want to be in right now, okay? This is completely all about you. Be brave. Go forth. Conquer. This read is incredible. You're about to experience death and rebirth cycles. You are right now in two minds. You know, this could be you, but you're stuck in this one. Some of you actually may be writers, and maybe some of you are brujos, the male witches. Maybe there's some pagan side, some ancestry knowledge that wants to come through to you. Maybe it's plant-based medicines. Maybe you need to go and do plant-based medicines and write about your experience. Once again, I can keep throwing suggestions at you here. I can have a whole book. But whatever you're holding close to your heart right now, whatever you are holding close to your heart, wondering if this could be a new life for you, wondering if this is possible, these cards are saying get out of your head, because yes, she's got you. The universe has your back. Now it's time for you to have your back, to step into your power and take action for the most incredible changes that are coming into your life if you allow them. And if you don't, and this is your soul plan, well, you'll come back and do them another time. And another thing on that note, if there's stuff that's coming up for you at the moment that is shadows and you're ignoring, if we can't heal our repetitive patterns within our families as generation breakers, then children will be born to do so. Okay? So if you have experienced vast amounts of pain in your life and you feel like now is the time to start moving past those things, then this is because this is what you agreed to do. And if you don't have children right now, just do it. And another thing, maybe if you are planning a child or you can't have a child, maybe that's just because, and this is hard for me to say because, you know, I've lost children, but I also know why. Because if I'd had them, I wouldn't be breaking the generational patterns that I was supposed to. I was married to a man who was so scared of spirituality And I had to create a safe space for my babies to come in, because they're going to be incredibly powerful souls and they're going to keep me on my toes. And I already know it. I've already met them, whether it's biologically, whether it's through someone else, or it's adoption. All I know is that I had to have my tower moment. The biggest truck hit me to show me everything I wanted in life: a husband, houses, babies, and then to be conflicted as to what I'd done with my life. So when you go from saying, I must have done something wrong in my life to experience this, to what the heck have I done right in my life to experience this, that is an incredible switch from lack to gratitude. And yeah, I'm going to do more stuff on this, because I really believe, and I've seen it. I've seen many people that I've worked alongside who have guided back to their heart, turned their life from lack to gratitude, and push aside those limiting beliefs and have those really difficult conversations with their loved ones in particular, standing in their power, because it's the only way we can break our soul contracts. It's the only way, because you agreed to do it, okay? And the people who are very significant in your life, even animals, they are your soul contracts from many lifetimes. On that note, that was an incredible read. I'm here, okay? I've got this channel up and running now. I've been in my head about it, but this is me. I'm here to help as much as I can. I'm here to give the messages from your soul, because if you're not listening, then your soul has to work through someone. We are vessels. That's what we are as readers, as guiders, as healers. We're vessels. We're vessels for source energy. We're vessels for soul energy, whether that's past loved ones or whether that is your own soul. When you really tune into this stuff and you can see souls, you can see them leaving bodies because that person is just not being authentic to themselves. Yeah, that's when you realize the multi-dimensional beings that we are. So much love to you. Whatever you're going through right now, I'm sending you prayers. Life can be magical, but you have to go through these parts, and as quick as you can. But promise me you don't spiritual bypass. Do the hard work, because there is nothing more blissful when you can help others do the same. And there is nothing more incredible when you recognize that you are beating your repetitive patterns. And every time you do, it's like you've jumped over a hurdle, and the blessings of abundance come to you in every single way.